After 3 years in Prague, we had to uproot ourselves and be on the move again. I had to be separated from my sister, who went to Australia, and my uncle managed to get me on the last youth transport to England. It was not easy, after all the hardship we've gone through, that we are having to part. But I came to an Orthodox home, and I reconnected with my religion, and I joined a community. When you have been through what we've been through, lost family, and you're suddenly creating a new family, it's just somehow human nature. Life carries on. Takes a lot of strength. Haven't got over it, but in a way I was lucky.
One morning, while I was in the kitchen, I heard the knock at the front door shaking the metal, and I saw 2 Pol Pot soldiers, and they shouted at me saying, "Open the door and get out of the house before I shoot you." Pol Pot soldiers stand along the road with their gun, keep shooting. If you're not moving, you'll be dead. It's frightening. How come these evil people force us out of our house, force us to live in the jungle, and now my grandma died? And we carry this, my grandma's ashes. In the killing field, I always pray for my grandmother to help me, to please protect me, grandma. And the reason I end up in the refugee camp for many years, in the hope that I could find my relatives who might be still alive. One day, I was lucky. We found a cousin who lived in Basingstoke, and she sponsored us come to England. This country is beautiful and like heaven. This is our first place. We feel safe. This is my home. I'm really happy.
On the radio, they were telling, take your machetes, go and kill every Tutsi. They came knocking on our door. They took my brothers and myself, start beating us with guns and machetes. And one guy came up and he's like, let's just finish off men before we start killing the women. One of my other neighbor decided that it's best if I spend times outside the home in the bush hiding. I could be killed any minute. After Rwanda liberation, I was a lost person in my own country. I knew my sister had been killed and her husband. I knew my 3 brothers were killed. I was wishing that I had died like everyone else. Rwanda, by then, I didn't feel it was my home anymore. So I began to build a home here. And when I had my first child, I think that's the moment of happiness. You just want to give your child a secure home.